Hello, stranger on the internet. Please, come into my home. Welcome to my apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom in the middle of Sydney, and I live here with my partner Liam. Say hello, Liam.
Hey!
Let's go check it out. Kidding, you've seen it all. When it comes to our home, we find that the space that we spend our time in really impacts kind of how we see the world and how we go about living in the world. So we like to make sure that our space reflects who we are and that it has a lot of the functionality that we consider important or that we really value. For example, we don't love clutter or I guess chaos, so we try to keep things very simple, very clean, very spacious. We're always evolving and growing our space, and obviously it changes as we change, but the most important thing is that it's always aligned to our values, and functionality is one of those values for us. We make sure that living is really simple and easy, or that our space doesn't bring us any extra stress than it needs to. And you'll notice that in little decisions that we make around the house. So this is the hallway. Here's the entryway. You would know it well. You came through here, and as soon as you entered, you would have seen on the right this stunning cupboard with new handles that we put on ourselves. This cupboard is pretty much just an activities cupboard. It is filled with random things, including but not limited to cycling, frisbee, ping pong, yoga, tennis. We learned very quickly we're very bad at tennis, so we stopped playing that immediately. All right, that is the activities cupboard, and located just next to it is another activity. In here, we have our little bathroom. Just a bathroom with a shower and a sink and a toilet. I would say the storage is very expansive in here, and we can fit a lot of rolls of toilet paper. Then we have the rest of the hallway after the bathroom. Then we have our bikes that we store in here. Yes, probably not the most convenient place to store bikes in a 1-bedroom apartment. They take up a bit of room, but we think they look cute and they are definitely very functional. Behind the bikes is our laundry, so we just move that aside, and we've got a dryer and a washing machine. And then we just put the bike back in front to block it off from anyone being able to wash their clothes. Also in the hallway is this beautiful shelf that we installed ourselves. We just use it for books. We have lots of books. We pretty much just want to display all of the knowledge we like to soak up into our brains, as well as a picture of ourselves, because we don't get to see each other enough. Then we also have this plant. Oh, it is doing so well. We are so proud of this plant. It started as a teeny tiny baby, and over its lifetime it has grown to this thriving, beautiful goddess of whatever kind of plant this is called. So we are a big fan of this, and you are definitely our favorite plant. Now, off of the hallway, we have the rest of the apartment. Obviously our apartment is really small, so we do try to live, I guess, minimally or minimalisty, like minimalists. Anyway, we tend to be very conscious of what we bring into the house because we have to find space for it. We try to keep it as open and as spacious as possible. So, for example, with our dishes and our cups, we just kind of have what we need in here. So we've got some beautiful Hasami porcelain, and all of this stacks on top of one another. We've got just the cups that we need. I guess we just kind of work towards making sure that it's really easy to unpack the dishwasher.
What sort of fruit are we into, George?
The fruit bowl, which is filled with incredibly delicious brown onions. We just can't get enough of onions. So we always try to have an onion on hand. Now, please, travel all the way with me to the dining room. Whew, that was a big journey. So we actually have this cork table, which we're a big fan of because essentially it's just really malleable and you can kind of put really hot dishes on it and it doesn't burn it. You can spill water or anything on it and it doesn't show. You can draw on it, cut on it, work on it. It's just really functional space. And as you can tell by the chairs that we have here, we use it as a very functional space. So over here we have our living space. When we first moved in, we had a long couch and we actually put that couch along this wall. We then decided to reverse the space because by having the couch situated on that side, it made the space feel really small because you were just looking into the apartment. Versus by putting the couch here and compromising on size, you have a much more expansive space. So from here you can see the view and that is really effective in opening up the space. Then opposite the couch we have this entertaining unit. We actually built it ourselves because we couldn't find one that fit the space correctly. We just got a piece of ply from Bunnings, got it cut to the size of the length of the wall, and then put 2 cinder blocks underneath. So we feel like it gives it a bit of warehouse chic, if you will, but also that it feels really spacious and gives a lot of air to the room because obviously our space is really small. So anything that makes it feel larger is really important. And then to offset the low level of the entertainment unit, we put up this shelf to give the space height, that we are distinctly in the living room, not the dining room. And this is my roommate Google. We tend to spend a lot of time together. Okay, Google, say hello.
I love chatting with you. Let me know if you'd like to listen to a joke, a fact, or a poem.
Let's go a joke.
Here's a good one. What do you call a caveman's fart? A blast from the past.
Oh, Google, you're so funny. And then the final piece in this area is obviously this magnificent artwork. It is an original by artist Malak and Jakey Pedro. It really is the perfect size for this space. So this is our bedroom. So in here we have a bed, the most important component of a bedroom. We also wanted to have really cool tones in here because obviously we sleep in here and it needs to be a really restful space. So we have muted pastel pinks and oranges, and then opposite the bed we have this shelf that matches the same unit that we built out in the living room. One of the best features of the house is that we have this massive wardrobe. So yeah, I can just fit a heap of my clothes in here, and then I just store some extra books that I have up there. In the middle we share this space and we have a bunch of stuff. We organize all of our things into these little IKEA boxes, and then we've got bigger items like winter blankets and sheets and extra pillows in these nice canvas bags from Muji. Then we each have a side. This is pretty much my library, or I guess the City of Sydney's library in my wardrobe. Then Liam's wardrobe is on the other side. So that's my apartment. I also forgot to mention that literally everything we own in this house has come from Marketplace, so we've never paid full price on anything. I think this bed is originally like $1,500 and we picked it up on Marketplace for $250. Even this lampshade we got on Marketplace from a restaurant that was closing down. So anyway, thank you so much for coming into my space, strange internet friend, and please don't come by anytime soon. Bye!